Hello and welcome. My name is Butterworth, and today I would like to talk about the cute, harmless mooshrooms. But are they really? I don't think so. So first things first, how are these zombies? Well, there have been many studies done on a type of fungi called, I'm not going to try and pronounce that. I'll put it on screen right now for you, but I'm not trying to pronounce that. Anyways, this fungi infests and makes the ant pretty much a literal zombie. After a while, the ant leaves the nest and dies. But you know how it dies? By literally exploding. But how does this make the mushroom zombies? First of all, you'll only find them on mushroom islands, which is mycelium, this block. And we also know that they at least used to be cows, because you shear them, they turn into cows. Wait, what was that? Oh my god. Look at that. When you shear them, you can see a very small explosion. Kind of reminds me of that fungus we talked about earlier. Also, something else the fungus does is that the ant acts completely normal, just like how the mushrooms act just like cows. But how do our adorable cows turn into this infested mushroom cow? Well, I think it's all about the mycelium. The mycelium is an interesting block. It is most likely a type of fungus, similar to the one that we talked about earlier. What I think happened is that the cows were on the island, and they kept eating the mycelium. Then the mycelium started to slowly take over the cow. But something more interesting is the baby mushrooms. So then how do they repopulate? You can feed and breed them, so why do the babies not come out as cows? Simple. The mushroom genetics changed. Then it was passed down to the baby that turned into a mushroom. But for the baby, it only takes the phenotype, which are the looks of the parents, not necessarily the fungus. And even more proof is that you can't actually shear a baby mushroom for mushrooms. But whenever it turns into adult, you can take off its mushrooms. But as the baby grows up, they only have mycelium to eat. So when they are also adults, they are also infested, which makes them, well, zombified. Something else that you can do is that you can milk the mushrooms. But what can you milk them for? Mushroom soup. But you can make the same soup by simply putting a brown mushroom and a red mushroom together in a bowl, and you get the exact same thing. So what I think is happening is, well, the mushroom has a fungi growing in it, so much that there are little mushrooms literally growing inside the cow, which gets mushed up and gets milked out into the bowl. So we know the mycelium is growing inside the mushrooms. But what else I think is when the mushrooms die, the fungi inside of them helps it grow as big as it can and well into the big mushrooms. But what about the big brown mushrooms? That's where the special brown mushroom comes in. When a red mushroom gets struck by lightning, it turns into a brown mushroom. And obviously, what happens whenever they die, they turn into the big brown mushrooms. Okay, we're almost done. If you look at the mycelium, you can see particles come off of it. It vaguely reminds me of soul sand in soul soil. If you run on it with soul soil boots, you can see the soles lifting off it. I think the mycelium particles are pretty much the same thing. The dead mushrooms, hoping it spread further.